tell us what's the plan going forward.
Okay. For us, they locked down everything back for the next for Monday, and then they're allowing only the groceries and pharmacies and everything to be open, and they try to open the restaurants with 30% occupancy, but they closed it back.
Are they opening the restaurants? Are they opening the restaurants?
Yeah, 30% occupancy, but the problem here, it's not only for the virus. We have a very hard economical issue. The lira is dropping and everything is getting expensive. There's no more dollars.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's pretty much all over the world, so we're just heading for, I mean,
yeah, but here it's too much. Here it's too much. Yeah. But anyway, we'll see how it will go. Hopefully.
How's George?
He's fine.
He's
good. Yeah. He's okay. Yeah. Like I'm able to make it.
Hi, Amit.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Hi, Ray, how are you doing?
How are you? It's been a while. I'm good. How are you?
All well, all well, all well. How about you?
The family. Good.
Hi, Shagun.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Good?
Yep, all well.
I see the beards back in fashion with everyone, huh?
Yeah, this is the only option right now. You're not left with any other option. And even the most difficult part is how do you get your hair cut?
I know. Thankfully, women don't have an issue.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Vinayak.
Are we still waiting for someone?
Yeah, we're waiting for a few people to join in.
Hi, everyone.
Okay.
I hope I'm
Look who's joining us.
Oh, Rocky.
Hi, Rocky. Say hi. Yeah. Okay.
all of us joined quite early, no? So we
just to make sure.
Yeah,
so that's how careful we are.
Yes. So let's wait for everyone else to join, and then maybe we can start around 3:55 or maybe exactly at 4. I think we can just put on our mic and camera on hold, and then we'll reconnect.
Yeah.
Sounds okay.
Hi, Heena.
I'm trying to see who's joining us.
Any familiar faces?
No. Tisha. Okay. How's the weather?
Good evening, Ms. Ray. Yes, the weather is it's getting hot now.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very warm. It's summertime already here. Good evening, Ms. Heena. How are you? Welcome. Ms. Heena, are you able to hear me? Can you hear me? No, maybe not. Good evening, Ms. Heena. Are you able to hear me?
I
Heena?
think there is some problem with Heena's.
Yes, looks like so.
Also have
I
Kamesh.
just message it to her. Maybe just 1 minute.
So what's this? What's the upcoming?
Yes, Heena, can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Great. I'm so glad to have you here. Amit Sasi as well.
Hello, Amitji. How are you?
I'm good, Heena. How about you?
Good, good.
So how is this lockdown treating you?
ठीक है पहले तो मुश्किल ही लग रहा था अभी मैंगोज मिल जाते हैं बस लाइफ इज गुड
I should learn Indian.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Ray, you need to learn some Hindi with us now.
I feel like I'm the only one who's like, okay, well, Shagun, what have you been doing for the past years? You didn't even teach me a word.
I taught you the right ones.
Oh yeah.
We also have Kamesh who's joined us
Hi,
now.
Kamesh.
Hi, Kamesh.
Hi.
Hi, Kamesh.
Hi,
How are
hi.
you?
What's up, Heena?
Good, yaar. How are you?
Did you try the jungly master?
Yes. I made jangli mas. Next time I'm gonna make lal mas.
Ah,
The recipe you
I
sent.
had that. I had that for lunch today.
Acha, you had it again.
Yeah, the amount of lal mas I've been cooking, the boats are, it's a bit of a scary situation.
Yesterday I made pesto pasta.
I think Ray's also
Oh.
eating lal mas.
Yeah, I got fresh basil. It was like a luxury item. I got fresh basil
I'm
from
growing
somewhere.
that in my backyard.
Huh?
And it's easy to grow. I said I'm growing that in my backyard.
Yeah,
Basil.
that is one thing I don't have. Other than that, I have parsley, oregano,
Yeah.
basil. I didn't have. Vinayak is muted.
Ray's also.
Everyone is muted.
Okay, now I'm on. Hi everyone.
Oh, now you're on.
Finally. Waiting to be heard.
Yeah.
Waiting to be heard.
I think whoever speaks gets unmuted automatically.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
If you don't speak, you get muted. ऐसा कुछ है.
Which is good.
Is that so?
But now you can hear me, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Heena, that's not the case. We are unmuting whoever's talking from the back end, and once it's done, then we'll mute the guest accordingly.
Okay.
We're a little challenged in this department, as you can see. So,
Vinayak, how are things in the media fraternity going on with Kamesh and Vinayak, both of you?
Sports media is quiet.
And the sports world is quiet too?
Yeah. A lot of talking, a lot of discussions,
yeah,
a lot of interesting subjects.
But I see that there are a lot of opportunities which have also come during these phase, Kamesh. Like
absolutely tremendous.
Yeah, when I see education today, it has given us a new dimension the way we were earlier looking at education. Online learning and how do you connect and collaborate with people has become so simple, and I think the efficiency has gone better if in terms of administration. But when it comes to the delivery, I'll say that there is a gap of around 20-25% what we were doing on a physical delivery in a school space or in a university. But the world will be a new world after this.
Absolutely.
We have learned a lot of new things which we can do it at home, starting from mopping your
Gaming
floor,
sports.
cleaning, everything now you know how to do.
Yeah. Gaming sports might get a push.
Yes, yes, it
Yes.
can, it can. Yep.
Every teenager's dream come true.
Yeah. I'll also enroll. I have already bought PlayStation.
I know you saw that.
मेरे को बस बता दो क्या खेलना है.
You know, I can tell my son Shaurya to help you in that.
Yes.
But there's nothing like live sports, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It beats everything.
Yep. But considering shooting is not a contact sport, I think they will be able to open that in due course, no? Earlier than the other ones. And we can maintain social distancing in shooting. I mean, if you just have like 2 shooters who are coming to train at least, and there's ample space for people to at least get training. Because for shotgun, it's a huge issue. For rifle pistol, people can still those, have a 10-meter distance and make a range for themselves. Here, we'll be arrested.
Shagun, what do you think it's gonna happen with the shooting calendar and the competitions and everything? Any idea?
I don't know, but I think we can just write 2020 off. And I think people will be very cautious till the time the vaccine doesn't come up. So that will still impact what's happen in 21 or even the Olympics right now or not. I mean, there's no surety whether they'll happen in July next year or not, looking at the current scenario. I mean, that's my interpretation of it. I could be wrong, but that's what I think.
Yeah, I agree. I'm also thinking the same.
Yeah, because it's looking very dismal at the moment.
Yeah.
It's a long way. It's not something that's gonna end.
It will be the last thing that starts happening. The last thing.
Yeah.
I miss these days actually.
I know.
Traveling, competing, gathering.
Yeah. Yep. You still made it to the World Cup this year in Cyprus. You went.
Yeah, only Cyprus.
I saw you doing the little dance with your feet and saying hello to everyone.
Yeah?
I saw you doing the little dance with your feet and saying hello to everyone.
Yeah, me and Fiammetta.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got sick there, and I was really afraid that I was maybe because I just came back from Qatar, and then from Qatar I went back to Cyprus. So I had 3-4 days of fever and everything. So I said to myself, okay, I think I got it.
Maybe you already cured.
Yeah, the doctor said it's just the flu. You know? I said no, but the symptoms, like it's everything, it's like because I had to travel 3 times ahead.
Yeah.
I said, no, don't worry, it's just the flu. But I think maybe I got it, but it just went.
So you're good to go. You passed the test. Yeah. You could probably send some blood this way so we can inject some antibodies in ourselves. Good to the shooting world.
Yeah, but you see, I think that everyone will catch it. It's just about how your body will react to it. It's just it's gonna be like a virus, like all the viruses.
Yeah.
So,
eventually, everyone's gonna get it.
Who's that cutie boy?
Hmm?
There's a little boy joining us. I couldn't see.
Which little boy have you seen here?
Is Ranjan not joining us?
No, he will. I think he should. The time was at 4, so he'll come at the right time. No? I think now I will just unmute the speakers and rest everybody can just listen right now. And when our turn comes, then we'll switch on the mics if that's fine with everyone.
Habibi.
Habibi.
That's the word I teach Shagun. Yalla, Habibi.
That's that you taught me that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't remember the ones that I have taught you. It's probably a good thing.
Tika tika. Oh, a lot of they are joining.
So it's 4 already, and the moment that we all have been really waiting for is here already. My name is Ritika Singh, and I would like to welcome all of you to Manav Rachna Happy Times. This is our first episode where we all are getting together. When we look back in life and we introspect the various aspects, we all realize that happiness really comes from the small and the little things which are a part of our daily lives and are already around us. And those are actually the moments that we all have lived very well. So Manav Rachna Happy Times is about the fun conversations that we are going to have with the experts from different fields to understand who they are in their day-to-day life. And what are those small little things that make our experts who are going to be joining us on Manav Rachna Happy Times? The idea of Manav Rachna Happy Times is to leave a smile on everyone's face when you, leave this session. And I cannot help and thank enough Dr. Amit Palla, our Vice President, for starting this initiative. Before we begin this, I would request Amit sir to please take over and say a few words to all the guests who joined us before I can formally begin this session.
Thank you, Ritika. At first, I would like to extend my welcome to Shagun, to Ray, as well as to Heena. You are the shooting stars, and people, the youngsters, they look upon you when it comes to shooting or when it comes to being a sports person. So we were discussing a lot about negativity. We were talking a lot about recession. We were talking a lot about some losses in the business. We were talking about what next. We used to hear different challenges. We used to hear a lot of negative words every day during this COVID time. So when we were deliberating amongst ourselves with our team, particularly, I was discussing with Ranjan. So we were also talking that let's create a time in our life where we should talk about happiness. We should talk about positivity. We should talk about what next, but what is good, which will be next. So that is why we thought of, bringing people together at this particular time of the COVID-19, which is now extended in 20, and hopefully it will end soon. So we thought of bringing a time where we can have people who know how to be happy, who know how to share happiness, who know how to enjoy a smallest moment in their life, who know how to share happiness with people, who know how to create that environment where people share a lot of happiness and growth and prosperity. So that is the basic idea. And once again, I like to welcome you all and thank you all for supporting us always the way you have been doing in the past. And my best wishes to everyone who is joined here with us.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for sharing this with all of us. I'm sure that this certainly is going to leave everyone feeling very fresh and happy. I do have a small little thing that is going to keep everyone's mood going. So I have Karan with us. Karan, can we please hear you?
Oh, some entertainment.
Yes.
So here is one song. Manav Rachna brings you to happy times. A series to turn around and inspire minds. Little Jack Crystal wants that to inspire. Learn from their knowledge and ask all questions you desire. So join us, join us. So join us, join us. It's Manav Rachna Happy Times. It's Manav Rachna Happy Times.
Thank you, Karan. Thank you so much. That
Thank
was
you,
really
Karan.
nice, very nice. But
Very
Karan, well, I know that you can sing very well, and I do know that some of our guests may still be joining. But since you're so melodious, can I please request you to sing one small, short little song?
I want to sing one Bollywood song.
Okay, go ahead. Anything that makes our people happy. I'm sure everyone understands that. Go ahead.
मैं बारिश की बोली समझता नहीं था, हवाओं से मैं यूं उलझता नहीं था, ऐसी ने कहा थी मुझे ये खबर। कहीं पे हो रातें, कहीं पे सवेरे, आवाज़ थी कहीं साथ मेरे ठहर जा, कहती तेरी नज़र। क्या हाल हो गया है ये मेरा, आंखें मेरी बजा ढूंढे तुझे बेवजह, ये मैं हूँ या कोई और है मेरी तरह। कैसे हुआ तू इतना जरूरी, कैसे हुआ तू इतना जरूरी, कैसे हुआ।
Thank you so much, Karan. Thank you so much. That was lovely.
Thank you.
Definitely adds to our happiness quotient here as we begin our first Manav Rachna Happy Times. Thank you so much. Thank you. Today being the first time as we all get together for Manav Rachna Happy Times, there was really no better way to start this series but to start with the leading ladies from the world of shooting. And as Amit sir has already introduced our guests, but I feel they still do need a formal introduction. So we have with us Ms. Shagun Chowdhary, a well-renowned trap shooter of India, the first Indian woman to qualify the Olympic trap shooting event for the year 2012. She was introduced to shotgun by her father when she was merely 2 years old. And we are definitely going to touch more on that, Shagun. She has been representing India since the year 2003 and has won various international medals. Multiple times national champion Shagun. She loves reading. She's a dog lover, a former swimming champion, and a loving daughter. We also have with us Ms. Heena Sidhu, a qualified dentist, former world #1, world record holder, an Olympian for years 2012 and 16. Heena Sidhu's name is a synonym for success. She has won medals at the Asian Games, Commonwealth Games, World Cup, and has been the national champion multiple times. She's a pro wildlife photographer, painter, and loves cooking. And I can tell you that people are definitely looking forward to hearing more of this stuff. All the way from Lebanon, we have Bassil, former Asian champion. Ray is a well-known name in the trap shooting circuit of the world. She's a part of Olympic Games 2012 and 16, has won various medals in the World of Championship, World Cups, and Asian Shooting Championships. She has also tried her hands on professional modeling. Yes, we can see, is a fitness enthusiast, a philanthropist who takes great pride in a Lebanese lineage. Thank you so much for being with us today, all you lovely ladies. I'm sure it's going to be an interesting session. And, when we think of happiness, sometimes it feels like a huge effort. And it may be easy to focus on the reality because it gets offered to us from different places. But it's equally important to understand the things that make us smile. And before, I could really go ahead with the questions that I thought I would ask, I can't help but ask Shagun. Shagun, yesterday I saw a picture of you. You were sitting on a tractor. And, I read that article that while the quarantine has brought out many chefs within us and so many things that we all are really up to, but you really made a difference. You've taken to organic farming, and in Jaipur, it's a women empowerment kind of a thing where you've encouraged women to come forward and help you. We really would want to start with that.
Thanks, Ritika. Yeah, you did see me on a tractor. So basically what I haven't been able to spend so much time in Jaipur because, as we all know, we shoot around the year and then we're always traveling or competing somewhere or the other. So this lockdown actually gave me a chance to spend quality time at the farm, where we already had an organic farm in place where we have a quinoa orchard, which is about 10 years old. Because you have to keep yourself occupied with something.
Absolutely.
And looking at the current situation, how, with migrant workers, people who have been, who are out of jobs, and especially I feel a lot for women. So I said, I spoke to my parents about it and said, why don't we start vegetable farming and only employ women and women from around the area, so that, because I know what difference it makes for a woman to be financially independent, what morale booster that is.
Absolutely.
So I could help in any little way that I can, then I thought I'll go ahead with that. So yes, that is why you will see me on a tractor more often than not.
I think that's a wonderful place to be. It was really interesting. And I think that's the sign of a strong woman. She always ends up empowering other women and brings a smile on everyone's face around her. So that was really, really interesting, Shagun. But yes, people out here, other than, shooting, they're also really interested to know a lot of other things. So what is that one thing, Shagun, that always brings a smile on your face and it's never too hard to get?
A nice cup of coffee early in the morning.
I thought as much. Coffee is that one thing that is every woman's favorite. Absolutely.
Yes. Ask Ray about it.
Yeah, we had that so many times together. Early morning, our coffee, sitting together.
That's lovely.
I just really love the initiative that Shagun is doing. Actually, it's very important to empower women, especially in countries whereby they still have this mentality that a woman can do. But knowing that nowadays we really focus on doing some gender equality on all aspects, like sports or work or anything, as I'm doing as well here in Lebanon.
Wonderful, wonderful. We will come back to you or more on that, Ray. But Heena, I also wanted to check with you, since we're talking so much about happiness, and there are times when everyone gets stressed up. So what is that one thing that always works for you, Heena, if you'd like to share with all of us?
I think the one thing that has always worked for me if I'm stressed is cooking, and this is something which is which I have realized since the past 1 or 2 years, I think. I always looked at cooking as something just to get done with and put the food on the plate and just hog it down and get done with it.
Yes.
But I think somewhere shooting also had a role to play in it, because it sort of calmed me down, and sort of cooking is similar to shooting for me mentally, because you just have to stay in the present moment and enjoy what you're doing. If you're chopping a carrot, just stay with that pace and just chop the carrot.
So you can really get lost in that moment while you're trying to do what you're
Yes,
trying to do.
and I also like the fact that when you're cooking, you're getting your hands dirty. You're putting your hands in the flour, and you're kneading the flour. These are things which we don't get to do. When it sort of brings back my childhood memories, playing in the dirt, playing in the mud, and it just sort of engages all my senses. I think cooking engages all the senses, and
absolutely.
Quite relaxing.
And when all of us are together, we all can definitely go to Shagun's farm. We can just get some farm fresh
Shagun
things.
is a good cook herself.
And then we can all really get to the kitchen and get cooking.
Yes. Shagun has to teach us a lot of Jaipuri recipes.
Yes. Well, for that matter, I do know our Vice President, Dr. Amit Bhalla, is quite a fan of cooking as well. I mean, the kind of tips that he always shares with everyone are something that are very, very hands-on. So only someone who's a lover can do that. So Amit, while I know it's more like a ladies' show, but if we were to ask you what is it that you could cook best, what would that be?
So I am a great fan of cooking some nice non-veg dishes. And,
yes, we are aware, sir.
So I prefer cooking some non-veg dishes, not vegetarian dishes. Try to cook.
I've tried that. It's really yummy.
Great.
And I really want that if I cook something, I want that people should praise about that food for at least a day or so. So that it keeps me motivated. When my kids, they sit along, and when I cook for them, I always tell them, that whatever I am cooking till the time you're eating, you need to praise about that food, and also you need to remember that.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
they are great fan, and they love that time when I cook and they are sitting next to me and eating that food.
That's really lovely. Thank you so much. So Ray, now that it's your turn, what is your favorite thing to do? I mean, what is it? What is that that always comes to your mind when you want to just unwind and just take it easy?
Well, actually, after this COVID-19 thing and being stuck at home and everything, I really took this as a positive thing, because it made me realize how many things you can do in life and how many leisure you can live with. And I discovered that I really have some new things to do. Like cooking was part of the thing, but still I'm not a good cooker. But at least I tried to do some stuff. But actually, I ended up starting my foundation.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
Please tell us more about that.
The foundation is RP Foundation that I was actually, and I think Amit knows about it, that we spoke about a long time ago.
Okay.
And finally, I have decided to do a first step in it. And what I've been working for, which is for me, giving back for my community and empowering women. This led me to really be happy and not complain about what we're passing through. So the first focus was to help the fishermen, because as we all know that the fisher, they live actually because of the fishes, and they have families and everything.
Yes.
So I was able to raise for them funds and get them some medications and everything. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And definitely step 2 will go along, but it's just the beginning for me that I realized that actually this is the most important time to be really humanitarian and try to help as much as we can.
Yes.
Regardless the stages that we're going through, but sometimes putting a penny can help a lot of people.
And it's also, I think, when you have time at yourself, otherwise you all are always busy traveling, you are training, you have tournaments. But it's when this time when you have, when you sit and you have time to think about other things that you could possibly do, that it brings out different things like this.
Yeah, it's not like, of course, it's a different life at the end of the day that each one of us is living. Like your habits change, your training is changing. So I had to do a gym in my home. I have a gym at home where I train. I had to buy a bicycle, and now I'm a rider. And we're doing all over Lebanon. We're crossing Lebanon by the bike. So this is a new thing that I discovered that I'm really in love with it. So I guess the next Olympics will be on the bike, not shooting, maybe.
Okay. that should be interesting. Great.
But actually it makes you realize that how important it is really to live every single moment in life and appreciating everything that you have.
I think that's exactly what it is about. That's exactly from where even Happy Times, came into effect. That yes, it is important to live in the moment and see what best you can do with what you have, despite any limitations or whatever. With that, I do know that between the three women, there is someone who is a little naughty, and I think that Shagun, I'm aware that there were certain pranks that you've been, playing on your teammates. So, is there something that you'd like to share about that? What's the funniest prank that you've played? Well, I think.
Yeah, now it's.
Yeah.
So, prank list is pretty long, but something that can be shared on this platform, I'll have to think about.
No. You can just ignore everyone else. Just tell us what's the funniest and the most interesting thing you've done.
I will not take my chances, no. So there was this one time that we'd gone to Cyprus for a World Cup, and as Ray also knows, like Cyprus gets really, really hot, and Indian women have this whole thing, especially the women who are shooting clay pigeon, that we're always trying to protect our skin color.
Absolutely,
so the first thing
all the time.
The first thing we do is we go to the supermarket and we buy sunscreen or sunblock. So I went to the supermarket, and this was one of my teammates' first time to Cyprus. So she came along with me, and so she asked me, she said, "What are you buying?" So I said, "You're going to get really tanned here. So I'm buying sunblock." So she said, "Okay, you're buying sunblock, so buy for me also." And I said, "Okay, cool." So I picked up sunblock lotion for myself, and I picked up suntan lotion for her, which she religiously used every day in the morning. Before every round, she would be lathering herself with that.
Who was it?
Never take it. No, I don't kiss and tell, no. So, so she would be doing that. So we didn't come back with a medal from that competition, but she came back with a great tan. A great tan.
That's funny. And of course, you can't name the person right now here, right?
No. I'm never going to name the person.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So, talking about your competitions when you travel and even travel for leisure, Heena, I would ask you, what's the best trip that you ever took, and really, what is it that makes that trip your favorite?
I think trip to. We were in Germany for a World Cup. I don't remember the year, and then me and my husband went to Switzerland. So it was sort of like an impromptu trip after the World Cup. You do well and you want to celebrate it. Oh, might as well just go to Switzerland. So the way we didn't decide it, and we just packed our bags and left for Switzerland. And because in Europe traveling with air weapons is so much easier, so it was just a matter of deciding and just changing the flights, and we enjoyed so much over there. We celebrated the medal. We loved the food, the weather. the people, those small little villages and small little towns in Switzerland. And I think the beauty about Switzerland is that it's so small. It, as compared to our country, in a few days, like you can see so much and come back happy.
I think everything got combined on that trip. The medal, the victory, the fact that it was in the moment, and the last minute things are always more exciting to pack your bags and, you just, kind of get going there. And
yes, every other time you have to pack, make an itinerary, take care of things. But I think the best things in life just happen to you, and you just go along with the flow.
Okay, great, great. So Ray, tell us about your favorite memory at any international shooting range.
Well, to be honest, and Shagun, she knows that the best trip ever was when I came to India for the World Cup, and then I have decided to stay for the cup in 2 weeks, for extra 2 weeks. And for me, it was really an amazing experience because she made me see the other side of the world, different people, different culture, everything, and being integrated with them was really something really amazing. India is left so many good memories in my head, and spending so much time with my friends and everyone, eating food and having the snake around, if you remember, Shagun.
Yes. So who's the most fun Indian shooter you hung out with, if you'd like to name someone?
It's not because Shagun, but I mean Shagun, she's the dearest friend for me. She's like a sister for me. So we know each other for the past 13, 14 years maybe already. I don't know. So it's been a long journey together. So a lot of we shared so many memories. We cry together, we laugh together. So
well, in that case, I'm so glad that we were able to put all of you together here, so you could spend time here as well. So I think childhood is very special for each one of us. So Shagun, is there any favorite childhood memory you still carry? Yes, I think maybe you'd like. Yeah.
So I think my favorite childhood memory would definitely be, going to my grandparents' house to Delhi.
Yes, that's always everyone's favorite.
When summer vacation started, because the amount I used to get reprimanded in at home, then it was the opposite there. I would be pampered to the hill, being the first grandchild. So yeah, that was definitely my first.
Nice, nice. And anyway, grandparents always pamper you so much. You ask for something and there it is on the platter for you, isn't it? Great, absolutely. Great. So
these are grandparents.
Yes. So, Heena, if you could turn the clock back and go back in the time, I mean, what time would you go back to?
I think it sort of rings a bell with me too. I think I would also like to go back to my grandparents' house.
See? And it's summertime already.
Yes, I think, I understood the difference just today morning. Every day in the morning, if I want to sleep in late, there's this voice in my head telling me, okay, get up, you need to do something. Otherwise, it's very easy.
Actually, so
time.
true.
You need to have a routine. But yesterday, it started raining. So the weather is really good over here. So today, I didn't have those voices in my head. And I realized why is that? Is because every June and July when it used to rain back home, I had my holidays, and I used to be in my nanny's house, and over there I could sleep in late. So my body has this memory of sleeping in late when it's raining, and not sleeping in late when it's not raining. So I think this is a realization I had today morning.
That's
and
nice.
I sort of missed them, like I missed that time where life was simpler. There were no phones, there were no games, there was no internet. The only way you could hang out with people was to hang out with other children and have fun and play all these weird games that you haven't even
Yes,
heard of.
absolutely. No, everyone would have heard of the typical games. What were the games you would play as a child? Like the Chupan Chupai in the dark room and all of that stuff?
Yeah, there is this game in Punjab called Pittu. I think
Oh,
Roshan
yes,
would know
absolutely.
it.
Of course, we all have heard of it too. Come on.
Yes, yes.
There you
So
go.
we used to play that a lot. And there was this weird game that we invented that everybody would take off their shoes.
Okay.
And जिसकी den है ना, he'll collect all the shoes and keep it with himself. And he has to throw the shoes at other people. और जिसको पड़ेगा उसकी den आ जाएगी. So एक दूसरे को मारते थे.
Like this is crazy.
So we used to hit each other with chappals. So just thinking about those times, and I'm wondering like where has life taken us, and I'm sitting here and talking to you guys.
Surely can't be throwing chappals anymore. No, absolutely. So true. So true. So, Ray, coming to you, I mean, what's your favorite memory? Since we're asking everyone and everyone's going back to childhood, what do you think is it when it comes to you?
Well, it's of course childhood. It's really, it takes a big part of your life, and especially when you're surrounded with your family and grandfather and grandmother and eating here and there and just feeling so innocent about doing things. But for me, every moment is really, it's a memory. It's like I believe that every stage of your life, even if going back, it's very important to just enjoy the moments, because the moments that you had before, maybe you will never have them in the future, because the future is changing and everything. So just taking advantage of every single moment and feel happy about it, and take advantage of the people you love and be happy. This is, for me, is the most important thing that
I think that's a good reminder. I know, that's a very good way of thinking and a good reminder. We'll definitely keep that in mind. Yeah, every stage is passing. So this too shall. So we must make the most of it.
Right now, I miss traveling and shooting. This moment.
Yes, no. So when you say traveling, have you ever spent any festival with us in India? I mean, ever had a chance to celebrate?
I went with Shagun. It was Diwali.
Oh, how nice. That's the most important festival in here.
Yeah, so it was really amazing, and I just really, really enjoyed it.
So what did you enjoy? Did you also dress up, and did you go out and, go to other people's house? Or what was special about it?
I remember that Shagun, she came up with the idea that also we need to help the people. So we started to pack some sweets and stuff, and we went to a hometown, as I remember, just near her house, and we started to give for the children, everything. But the most I remember, actually, if you do remember, Shagun, how fun was about the phone. It's like someone just came over and he asked me about the phone. It's like they never saw a phone in their lives, so they came over and, oh, it's a phone. So this really left a big trace in my head and heart, and after all these years, this is what made me create this foundation, because sometimes little things like
it's like Heena was also mentioning about her trip when she did, when those plans are last minute and you suddenly think of things and you get together with friends, and these kind of little things, when you flow with the moment, are very special. They always make you smile when you think of them. But talking about things that bring a smile on our face, I do know, Shagun, that you have dogs, and you really love your dogs. So tell us your favorite activity. So, how do they bring out the best in you?
I have currently I have only one dog, and and his name is Colt. And why he's named Colt? Because he's like a mini horse. So it's basically, I mean, I think pets kind of bring out the best in you. You get to cuddle with them, you get to play with them. They're always ready for your affection. So with my favorite activity is just like, playing around with, more than me playing around with him. He basically makes me run more than I make him.
After him.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that's
how nice is that? So I did hear that you have some great culinary skills, and I do know that you too cook very well. So what are the things that you can cook like really well? Before the session began, I heard some lal mas and things like that. So tell us more about that.
So this lockdown has been absolutely amazing. Absolutely. Why? Because I have never stepped into a kitchen in my life.
Okay.
And since the time this lockdown started, just to keep yourself busy, and like I would go out to my friend's place, and they would feed me this amazing lal mas and jangli mas and all. And now you can't do that, so it's
yes.
What's it called? Atmanirbharta.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you basically have to help yourself, and so you're forced to go and cook. But I thought initially it was more like, will I be able to do it?
Oh,
but
no. Everyone is able to get through something for sure in the kitchen once you get going. And
absolutely, but I'm doing a fabulous job with it. My mom's a little worried now, but yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of lal mas and jangli mas that I've cooked in the last 1 month.
But it is certainly not showing on you, Shagun, anywhere. So I'm sure
the camera angle is fantastic.
Yes, you all just fit that very well. No. Cameras don't lie so much also. It's certainly not showing, so you have
According to Joey, they add what was it, Heena? They add 10 kgs on you, and then Monica said, and then Joey asked Monica, so how many cameras were on you?
Yeah. So how many cameras? Friends, that's another thing which is happening in every house in this lockdown. Friends. People are just going back to old shows.
Yes, absolutely. That's true. And so you talk about, we talked about coffee and women, right? So Heena, if you ever had to, go out for coffee, who's your favorite company? And no, we don't want to hear your husband's name. It has to be someone else.
Then me. I'm my favorite company.
Oh, wonderful.
I love myself. I keep quiet. I listen to myself. I listen to myself. I take care of myself. I pamper myself. I put on makeup.
Nice.
I put on... I really do take care of myself. So I would love to go out on coffee.
Go out with yourself. Yes, I think that's a good company. Carry your books, carry whatever, and enjoy a cup of coffee all by yourself with no clutter, no conversation.
Yes, but if I'm in Manav Rachna, if I'm there for training, then it's a different story. Then I have a lot of people to go out for coffee with. Shagun is there, Ranjan is there.
Wonderful.
Sometimes we go to Mr. Bhalla's house and treat ourselves to the best meals.
How nice.
So I have a lot of company over there. It's just that in Pune, I don't have a lot of company.
Don't worry, let the lockdown get over. And as the moment it is safe for you to come, you should be the first guest this side. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So Ray, coming to you, who's your favorite company for coffee? Since coffee is so dear to women, it especially is to me. So I don't know, who's your favorite company?
Of course, sometimes it's myself, especially if you're married. You need a break to have a coffee.
Yes, I agree.
Have a coffee on your own. But no, I like the most to spend with my mom, actually, because this time having coffee together is where we discuss everything and we talk about everything, and
nice.
I really enjoy that. Yeah.
I think it's just how you feel when you're having a coffee, whether it's good company, and that company could be yourself, a good book.
Comfortable, yeah, just to be comfortable.
Absolutely, yeah. So Shagun, since I know that you experiment a lot in life and you always get through with everything successfully, what's something you have tried and you would never try again?
I don't think you know me that well. So one thing that I've tried and I will never try again is, definitely sitting for the IIT entrance exam.
Oh,
I don't
God.
know yeah.
What? You did that?
I did that, and Triple IT, and NIFT, and NID, and whatever my mom could think of. Yeah.
Oh, God.
And who knew ultimately it's going to be shooting, and then...
So that's when you said that you were successful at everything. I'm like,
okay. Great. So Ray, I coming back to you, you know, now understanding that yes, these are little things that people would love to know about you. We really can't, you know, not talk about some bit of the shooting even on the show today. And for that, I would really want you to understand from you, Ray, what role did your father play in making you a champion? Did he have a role to play while you were growing up and, you know, you were understanding?
Actually, definitely, because my dad used to be a shooter and he used to be in the national team.
Okay.
And discovering this talent that shooting actually really helped me a lot to where I reached today. At the beginning, it wasn't very easy because knowing I'm athletic, but I used to play basketball and swimming.
Yes.
So he just made me sit down and he said, okay, Ray, I discovered that after you shooting many times, I can see you a world champion one day. And he said that you have to take your decision to quit everything and just focus on shooting. So believing in him and believing in myself really pushed me to reach this, doing all the results worldwide, Asian, Arab, World Cups and everything. So till today, he's my coach. Definitely, I had Daniele as well. We practiced for a couple of years, and but the main thing is his support next to me. Really encouraged me to really keep on focusing on my goals, because I know how much they really sacrificed. My dad and mom, they really sacrificed a lot on all aspects, on mental aspect, the financial aspects, and everything. So this is what's pushing me more and more to work harder, just to tell them thank you for what they have done.
Great.
And they are my strengths, honestly.
It is so wonderful to have you, someone believe in you like that. It's wonderful. You're very, very lucky. And now, you know, we do have a little bit of a surprise for all the lovely ladies. And I would request for a, you know, short, you know, video that where it was able to capture different moments. So therefore, I'd like you to see it. Lovely. I think this video sums up the happiness of all you three lovely ladies. Such wonderful pictures of you, wonderful moments and memories, isn't it?
Yes. You totally stopped our Facebook and Instagram, haven't you?
It's getting in touch with your friends and everywhere. So yes, we did try to bring out really the Best with the best. And now I do have some fun for all of us actually. We have a rapid fire round, so I don't give you too much time to answer the questions. I'm just going to put the questions and you're going to answer straight without thinking too much. Let the first thing in your mind come on to everyone. So Shagun, do you think we can start with you?
I don't really have a choice here. But
okay, great. So, Shagun, although I think I do know the answer to this one, but I'm not judging. One, driving a tractor in the farm or driving a Volvo?
Driving a tractor in the farm and driving a Volvo on the roads, because I can't intermingle the two.
Okay. Describe yourself in 2 words.
Pretty witty.
Okay, that's interesting. Lal mas or butter chicken?
Lal mas.
Any day. Now I know, of course, in the last 1 month why. Your first crush?
Was successfully converted to my boyfriend.
Ah, okay, wonderful. And we're not asking for any names here, really. It's fine.
Yeah.
What store do you shop at the most? Any favorite store?
Currently Zomato.
Okay, wonderful. Well played, Shagun. There's no hamper I can hand over to you here, but thank you very much. Well played. Next, Ray, it's your turn now. Okay?
Okay.
Your favorite coach?
Dad.
But I had to be. Your most used phrase?
Beliefs determine your dreams.
Okay. Shaken or stirred?
Sorry?
Shaken or stirred?
Shaken or?
Stirred. S-T-I-R-R-E-D. Stirred.
Martini. Martini.
Like a cocktail.
Maria, most probably.
Right, okay.
But not tequila.
Okay. Delhi or Jaipur? This one, of course, comes, you know where it comes from. Delhi or Jaipur?
Both, but Jaipur.
Jaipur. See? I know. Bearded or clean shaven?
Sorry?
Bearded or clean shaven? I'm sure she didn't expect me with this one.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Sporting or trap?
No, trap for sure.
Trap. Okay. Thank you. Well played, Ray. Thank you so much. And now, Heena, we have you as the last one for the rapid fire. The one habit of your husband that annoys you the most. We had to get your husband somewhere in between.
That he's always in his phone. He's lost in his phone all the time.
Okay. Aloo ke paranthe for breakfast or poha?
Paranthe.
I'm glad you didn't let the Punjabi get out of you.
No way. No way. I'll burn the poha down.
Great. Your favorite cocktail?
So many.
Okay, name one that comes to your mind right now.
Margarita, yes.
Wonderful, good choice.
That's my favorite.
Chilling with Oscar at home or reading a book by the beach?
Oh, I would love to have Oscar at that beach and read the book.
Absolutely, I knew this was coming. Your favorite Indian shooter?
Ranjan Sodhi.
Okay. I was waiting how come sir's name has not come and the entire session is, almost coming to an end. If you could be a part of an Indian movie, what character would you want to play?
I like that movie. What is that movie? Kangana Ranaut's movie, Queen, where she goes and travels around the world.
Yeah, she goes on a honeymoon and all by herself.
Yes, I liked the friend she had in Amsterdam, I think. When
yes,
she stayed.
Lakshmi.
Yes, that's the character I want to play.
Lakshmi? Okay,
yes.
Interesting. That's very interesting, Heena. We didn't know that side of you. Great. Thank you so much. Well, I think we can carry on talking to you lovely ladies for the rest of the evening. But yes, there is a certain time constraint and getting to know these little things about you definitely made me smile wide and it was very interesting. I'm sure everyone who's been with us has been really interested in listening to you. And now it's time that I invite our senior persons from media who have taken out their valuable time and they've joined us for Manav Rachna Happy Times. And now I would request for our guests, in case they have any questions. And I see Kamlesh sir here. Sir, would you have any questions for the ladies?
Thank you. It has been such a pleasure listening to them. They have covered almost everything.
Yes,
and,
they have.
and we don't want to get to the shooting questions. So it is better we don't ask anything to them.
Great. So
maybe Vinayak or Tushar can ask some good questions.
I do have Vinayak sir here. So you were the first one to join us. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please.
First of all, please do not call me sir. Vinayak is fine with me.
Okay, kind of you.
My question is to Heena. Obviously, when you came into the team, you were well into the dentistry, right?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of wondering, did you give any unsolicited advice to any of your teammates? Like, you have yellow teeth, or, you need dentures, unsolicited advice. Did you happen to give any of your teammates?
No, I've never given an advice like that. But, I remember everybody by their teeth. This is something you can't help. When you're talking to someone, our eyes go on the teeth. And if you can show me a picture of just the teeth of anyone in shooting team or anybody I know, I can tell you who that person is.
That's wonderful.
That is quite a scary.
I know.
For all of us, Vinayak.
Next time I meet her, I have to be careful. Yes.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for that one. We do have Mr. Tushar. If you'd like to ask a question, please.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Shagun. Hi, Heena.
Hello.
Hi, Ray.
Hi, Tushar.
See, I have two things. I mean, I obviously want to ask any serious question, but we all are talking about good things that we have taken up during the lockdown, all positive stuff and all. There must be something that we want to get rid of once the lockdown gets over. Like for me, it's like sleeping till 10 o'clock. What about you guys? I mean, is there anything that you would want to get rid of once the lockdown gets over and you are like tired of it already?
I would, I think I would like to get rid of, some of my clothes, because I was gonna go to the mall and buy some clothes, and I don't have enough clothes over here, and most of them are old because I got locked up in my house in Pune and I couldn't go to Mumbai. So I would like to get rid of my old clothes and buy some new clothes and maybe get a haircut or something.
No, actually, for me, my PJs, because staying at home wearing PJs all day, I just want to get rid of them and just wear back my clothes,
Yeah.
My sports clothes and just my dresses and everything. So, yeah.
Shagun, what about you?
Me, I would like Heena said, I would love to go for a haircut. I think we all need one right now. So that is something that all of us need to lose. So that's one.
Three girls give the same answer. How
cliche. Safe answers. You're the one who's been giving safe answers all throughout. Yeah. And the second thing I'd like to lose, probably some extra fat. Yeah.
I was thinking about it, but I didn't say it. I said, let's not say it.
because this cooking in lockdown and eating all what you're making is not like going too well. And we're not, everybody's not Ray, so we're not like fitness fanatics. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I haven't seen Ranjan at all today. I think we all would like to see him. Hi, Ranjan. Where are you?
I can see him online.
Yeah, but he is hiding somewhere.
Ranjan sir, if you're there, if you can hear all of us, we would really like to have you.
Hearing all of us, his video is not on.
Ranjan sir, if you can listen to us, it would be lovely to have you with us. Everyone's missing you.
This is the real Ranjan Sodhi. He is always at the back of the main screen.
Backstage.
He's the guy who created this 3 times idea, and he's there with us every time.
That's right, sir.
I think it's a network issue as well. He sent me a message.
Yes, I think I'm not sure if Mr. Raju is still here for a question. He was with us, maybe
Oh,
connection went back.
he's left now.
Is Mr. Raju here?
No, Ritika, he's left.
All right, great. So I think if there are any more questions that anyone would like to ask, yes, we would love to hear, because if I can talk to women, lovely ladies like you endlessly, I can have so many questions really. But, thank you so much for joining us. Ray, you have something to say?
I just want to thank everyone for taking part of this Zoom meeting. And it's really lovely to see you, Shagun, Sheena, everyone. And hope we meet really soon again live and hug each other and go back to life, hopefully.
I'm sure that should happen soon, very soon. So,
thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're almost nearing this end of this particular episode of Manav Rachna Happy Times. And I'm also very excited about tomorrow, as Daniel, Ray mentioned. Tomorrow he's going to be cooking with us. There's a culinary, show that he's agreed to be a part of, and we really can't wait enough for tomorrow to see what he's really going to cook for us. The invite and the link has been sent to everybody else. I'll be happy to share that with you. Do keep in touch so that you're a part of our happy times every week that we try and bring experts from different fields. Thank you so much. That's exactly how creative this is. Can you see? So those of who know Daniel, he's really dropped his guns and he's picked up and wearing the chef hat and cap. So yes, that's the invite. Just in case you haven't received, I'll be happy to share the link with all of you. So he's going to be cooking tomorrow, and he's pretty excited. He's been preparing. So yes, since this session is coming to an end, Shagun, Ray, and Heena, just in case you'd like to just leave one message, a happy message for all those who are listening to us, would be great. So maybe starting with you, Shagun, is there something you'd like to tell everyone who's been a part of the show today?
I think what we all are following, the norms: stay home, stay safe, stay happy, keep cooking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep cooking. That's right. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Heena, anything that you would like to share with all the people who love you so much and are a part of the show today?
I think just find some time to exercise. Other than that, everybody is doing what is required to do.
That just came like a reminder to me, actually. Yes, the amount we're eating.
It definitely increases the happiness quotient. If you exercise, you feel really nice. So,
absolutely. Wonderful.
Yeah, going by
well
the
said.
routine.
Well said. Well said. And Ray?
Well, all I can say is just to keep positive, have faith, and just keep healthy no matter, and just keep positivity around you.
Absolutely. There is anyway so much that you all are doing in your own ways, whether it's Shagun who's taken to organic farming, or you opening the foundation, or Heena who's encouraging the young to be positive and doing well in life. So thank you so much. This episode is definitely leaving me with a smile. And with that, we have okay. That's a perfect way to end. That's Rocky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. He deserves to be a part of the show absolutely as much. So thank you so much. It was lovely having all of you with us today. And we really look forward to having you all tomorrow as well on Daniel's show. So let's add more happiness in each other's life. Thank you so much. Now, yes, I would request me leave. Bye, Rocky. See you soon sometime.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. I shall wait for everyone to leave.
Thank you, Tushar and Vinayak.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for having us. Bye.